Okay guys, so if you're looking to build a recipe website, then don't look no further because this is the best solution on the market right now. And to prove it to you, I'm going to show you the finished product. So then you can decide for yourself if you want to watch the rest of this tutorial. So first, let me show you the recipe page. Very good, so as you can see right here on top, we have the title of our recipe. It's part of the breakfast section. If you scroll down, we have those two buttons here. You can jump straight to the recipe or print the recipe all together. So if you scroll down the page, you have an image here, obviously, it's a small description, and so on and so on. As you can see, this is part of our blog. So I have different recipes displayed on top. Now, if you go back to the top and click on Jump to Recipe, it will bring you directly to the recipe section. Right here, as you can see, you have the author, the cooking method, the type of cuisine, which course this is, and some ingredients as well, the difficulty level, preparation, and so on and so on. All the important information right here underneath with the description and all the ingredients. So if you were to open this, let's say on a tablet while you're cooking, you could actually tick those boxes as you go along. Very helpful indeed. And then we have all the instructions. As you can see, you can type different titles. You have a description, an image. You can add notes. You can even add videos all together. And as you can see, all the different steps here. We even have an equipment section. So this is very helpful if you want to sell equipment and earn affiliate commissions. So let's say you have a meat mixer here, an iron skillet. So if I click on this, it will bring us to the Amazon page. So this is your affiliate link Amazon page, obviously. And if someone purchases this, you earn a commission. Now let's keep scrolling down the page. And here we have all the nutrition facts. As you can see, how many servings, how many calories, total fat, and so on and so on. We can even add notes and also frequently asked questions. As you can see, question number 1, if you click on this, you will expand and give the answer. And question number 2, and you can even expand all of them all at once if you want to read that at your own pace. Now, as you may have noticed, we have a bar here at the bottom, so you can start the reading mode, you can print the recipe, you can share with everyone, and you even have a start timer here. So if you click on this, here in total is 10 minutes. So if you click on this, that's basically a countdown timer, and you know exactly how long you have left before your meal is ready. Now, if you want, you can even turn your website into a marketplace where your visitors can upload their own recipes and submit them to you for publishing. So if you want to add this feature, you can add a link to your menu section like we have here. So if you click on this, it will bring you to this page. So this is the recipe dashboard where they can submit a recipe. So they will start by adding the title, upload an image, and then select the cooking method, perhaps. You have broiling, frying pan, grilling, and so on, the type of cuisine, what sort of course this is, maybe the recipe keys, and also badges. And if you scroll down, as you can see, you can add all sorts of information, preparation time, cooking time, rest time, and so on and so on. And once they're done, all they have to do is basically submit this to you for approval, and then you can publish that on your website. So now let me show you how beautiful the homepage is, because obviously this is a very important asset on your website. So let me show you. So the very first section you will notice here is our hero section. So this is basically a slider, and you can go from one recipe to the other. And you can also have this on autoplay. If you scroll down the page, you have all the different types of cuisine that you can select immediately from here. We have a newsletter section. You can display your favorite recipes. As you can see here, we have featured, popular, latest, and custom. If you scroll down, we have a blog post. So this is basically all the different recipes displayed in a blog format. So let's scroll down a short about us section to provide your visitors with a little bit of background story about yourself and also to build trust and authority. Scroll down the page. Here we have different types of sliders here. You can break this down maybe in Italian, maybe Chinese or European dishes, and so on and so on. Here we have a find the perfect recipe section. So you can go by tags or just search by keywords. So let's scroll down here with another section here broken down by breakfast, maybe dessert and baking. Again, everything is customizable in the back end. We have a call to action section here. So maybe you have a PDF file for sale, or maybe you want them to enroll in some sort of affiliate program or anything you have for sale. You can use this section here to generate even more sales. And right here at the bottom, we have our footer section. And there you go, guys. As you can see, this is an amazing solution to build a recipe type of website. Now, let's get started. Okay, guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says Get Hosting Here. Now, it's important that you use that link because it will bring you to a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger, which will give you access to 75% discount. And if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% discount on top. So simply click on this link here. And this is going to bring you to this page. And again, this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. So special prices, obviously, special discount. If you scroll down the page, you'll find different plans. So as you can see, start from only $2.99 per month. Next one up is $3.99. And then the cloud startup is $9.99. So what's the difference between those three? Well, basically is the performances and the speed. So as you can see, this one is standard performance, this one is up to 5 times faster, and this one up to 10 times faster. So now it depends on the amount of resources that you need. If you're only running one website, this one is absolutely fine. Now, if you're running multiple websites and also maybe e-commerce website, you might want to consider either this one or this one, depending on the amount of traffic and visitors that you're expecting every month. And also with Hostinger, you get a lot of free stuff. You get free SSL certificate, free email, and also a free domain name. These options normally are paid with most web hosting companies. So in this case, you get those for free as well. And if you go for the business plan here, you get free CDN as well, Content Delivery Network. Now, obviously, they provide you with daily backup and weekly backup. As you can see, the entry level here is weekly backup, so they will back up your website once a week. If you go for the $3.99 one, you'll get a daily backup as well. So every day, you have a full backup of your website. So feel free to select any of those plans. You can start with the $2.99 one, and you can always upgrade to the next one up later down the line if you need more resources. So let's get started with this one here. So click on Add to Cart. And from here, you're going to select your billing cycle. So as you can see, it goes from 12 months to 48 months. Obviously, the longer your billing cycle, the more you're going to save. As you can see, it's $2.99 per month, but here you're going to save $432. Here, $216, and right here, $108. So what does that mean exactly? Well, basically, if you lock in your price at $2.99 for a year, after that, you will renew at $9.99. If you select 24 months, you will renew at $7.99, and 48 months, you will renew at $6.99. So basically, for 4 years, you're going to pay $2.99 per month instead of $6.99. So feel free to select any of those. So let's continue on with the 48 months deal here, okay? So we scroll down the page, you can create your account, you select your payment method, and right here, we have a quick overview of how much it's going to cost you. So as you can see here, the normal price should be $707 down to $176. So this is a massive saving, isn't it? Now I also have a coupon code for you. So here, type in Mr. Web. So there you go. And as you can see, the normal price $176.53, including taxes. Now let's apply this. And as you can see, now it's only $158.88. So that means that you get to enjoy a massive discount of 78%. And then after this, proceed to checkout. And now you can log into your account. So let's do this together. So simply enter your email address and password and let's log in. So this is your Hostinger dashboard. And right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on Claim Domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with Mr. Web, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As I can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good. As you can see, now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, I have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves, so just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domains. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here. But maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now we click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on Manage Site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email. Setup is not finished. So let's click on the Manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I've paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click select. So let's create our email address, so maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv, okay? And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go, as you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address, enter your password as well and click login. And there you go, as you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard, okay? So from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here, you have website, click on this, expand. And as you can see, you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on, okay? So click on auto installer. And now for this type of project, we just need WordPress. We don't need WooCommerce. WooCommerce is an e-commerce platform. We just need WordPress on its own. So what we're going to do is click on this, so select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe Learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here, you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, you know, Lightspeed Cache, Object Cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So I'll click on that, it will open up in a new tab and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. So as you can see by the side, you have all these tabs here. There's a few things that we don't need. So first, let's do a bit of cleaning up. So for this, we go to plugins and we're going to get rid of a few plugins that we don't need. So those two here, Askimet, Anti-Spam and Hello Dolly, you can tick these two. Bulk action, delete, and then apply and confirm. And then here, the Lightspeed Cache, we're going to keep it. We're going to deactivate it as we work on the website first. Okay, so deactivate. Very good. So now we go to our settings, general. So right here, you're going to type your site title and your tagline. So your site title could be your business name, maybe the name of your website or something like this, you know. So I'm just going to put recipes with Mr. Web here as an example. And then the tagline. So as you can see in a few words, basically explain what your website is about, okay? So here maybe it could be a collection of homemade recipes to enjoy with the family, okay? Something like that. So make sure your email address here is correct and then scroll down the page, set your date format and time format and then save changes. And now we go to permalinks and right there, make sure you select post name. So this will help with SEO and ranking as well. And it's also easier for your visitors to know exactly where they are on your website, okay? So scroll down the page, save changes, and that's it for the initial settings. So now let's have a look at our website. So if you hover on top of the name of your website here, you have visit site. So right click on this, open in a new tab. And this is what the website looks like at the moment. So very basic, as you can see. So this is using the default theme that comes with WordPress. That's called 2023. So we're going to replace that. And we're also going to install our main plugin for the recipe. So for this, we go to this website here. So this is called WP Delicious. And as you can see, they provide a beautiful and powerful WordPress recipe plugin. But not only, they also have themes available. So today we're going to use their solution here to build our website. And as you can see, it's trusted by 4,000 plus food blogger users already. And they were featured on all these websites as well. As you can see, all big names in the WordPress industry. So let's check out the pricing here. So you can click on this link here. As you can see, you have a free version. You can download it immediately right now. It's for free, no problem whatsoever. But today we are going to use the paid version, the pro version. There's a few extra features. If you scroll down the page, you will see here you have analytics dashboard, equipment section, equipment page. You have 8 layouts instead of 3, focus mode, recipe submission, which is a very nice feature if you want your registered readers to submit recipes that you can manage from the dashboard, etc, etc. So feel free to read through this, and select the one that suits you best. So as I said, you can start with the free one. You can always get the next one. Now here for $59 per year, you get the pro version. And this is the one we are going to use today. And we're also going to use a paid theme. So if you go to themes, as you can see, there's a free version. This is the one here. And you have the pro version. So again, we are going to use the pro version in this video today. But again, that's really up to you. If you want to download the free version, feel free to download the free version. But again, like I said, we're going to use the pro version for this. So once you have your plugin and your theme downloaded, we can go back to our WordPress dashboard. So let's go back here and let's install our theme first. So for this, we go to Appearance, Themes, Add New, and then Upload Theme, and then choose the file you just downloaded from the WP Delicious website. Okay, so choose File. So if you downloaded the free version, it will look something like this, Yummy Bites and then the version. And then we have the Pro as well, as you can see, a Yummy Bites Pro plugin, which is in addition to this one. So first we need to install the Yummy Bites. Okay, so open and then install, activate. As you can see, we're prompted to install a few plugins here. So what we need to do is click on this link here, begin installing plugins. So bulk select them all, action install, and then apply. Okay, very good. And now return to required plugins installer. And now bulk select them again and then activate and apply. And now let's install our main plugins. So we go to plugins, add new, and then you will see this pop-up window here. So we can proceed to setup. It's a quick wizard basically. Okay, so click on this. Here you can select your primary color and secondary color. Scroll down and then next step. Right here, these are all the URLs of your different pages. As you can see, this is recipe base, course base, cuisine base, and so on. So that's basically what will display after your main domain name. So yourdomainname.com / and then recipe, and then / recipe course, and so on. Okay, so you can tweak this around if you see fit. And then right here, you can decide whether or not you want to display recipe on the home page. If this is the case, just use the toggle switch. And then your recipe search page. So I suppose is this one here, recipe search. Okay, so next, finish. And now we can go back to our WordPress dashboard. So now we have a few different messages. We'll take care of this in a few minutes. So first, let's go and add our main plugins. So plugins, add new, and then upload plugins. Choose file, and as you can see, you have 2 of them. So you have Delicious Recipes. So this is our main plugin for uploading our recipes, and this is the one that goes with our theme, so the Pro plugins. Okay, so let's install this one first, Yummy Bite Pro, and open, install, activate plugin. Very good. And now let's add the next one. So upload plugin, choose file, and this one is Delicious Recipe, and again, this is the Pro version. Install now, and then activate plugin. There you go. So we have installed everything, and now we need to activate our Pro versions. As you can see, we need to enter the license key for the Yummy Bite Pro and also for Delicious Recipes Pro. Okay, so let's click on either of those. Or then scroll down the page and locate where you have to enter the license key. So it's right here. Okay, so Control V and then save changes. So that's one done, and let's do the other one. So click here to enter your license key. And same principle, basically, as you can see, this is where you need to enter it. So copy and paste it and then save. Very good. As you can see, now your license key for Delicious Recipes is activated on this website. So we still have a few messages here on top. So let's take care of this one here. So you are just one step away. Complete Delicious Recipes activation now. So let's click on this. And here you can either allow and continue or skip. So we're just going to allow, so we will receive email notifications for security and feature updates. Okay, so allow and continue. And then one more thing to do, as you can see, this is related to the Blossom Themes social feed. So you need to connect your Instagram account I suppose this is really up to you if you want to do so or not, but usually Instagram is very good to promote websites and all that. So we go to the settings page again, and from here all we have to do is click on this button here, connect with Instagram, and then log into your account. There you go. As you can see, now it's connected and we have the access token and all of that done automatically for us. And all we have to do now is to click Save Changes. And that's us done with the initial settings. So we've imported our theme, our plugin, so we're ready to go this time. Okay, so let's go back to our front end and let's have a quick look. So this is what our website used to look like. So let's have a quick refresh. And there you go. As you can see, the theme has changed, but it still doesn't look right. There's no content here. So what we can do to save us a lot of time is to import the demo content, okay? So we go back to our WordPress dashboard, we go to delicious recipes, we go to settings, and from here we go to appearance, and then demo importer plus. So click on this. And right here, if you scroll down the page, you can see you have 11 different options. So it's the same theme with different templates. So it's just a matter of taste and preferences. So feel free to select any of those. Here, I'm just going to go with the very first one here, Yummy Bite Pro. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one, and you can have a quick preview as well if you want to make sure this is the right one for you. If you click on preview, as you can see, this is what it looks like actually in the front end. So let me zoom in a little bit. And this is the exact result you will have once you have imported the content. Okay, so we can close this now, and let's click on the title itself. And as you can see, you have 3 internal pages: home, about, and contact. So now you can import either just the home page, the about us page, or the contact page, or you can import the complete site, which is what I would highly recommend you do, you know. So let's import the whole site together. So all you have to do is click on this. So as you can see, by default, all these boxes are ticked, so I'll leave them as is. And here you can also tick this box if you've run the import more than once. And as you can see, if you tick this box, basically we'll delete previously imported site. But in our case, we don't need it because it's the first time we're going to run the import anyway. So let's click import together. And there you go. As you can see, this is starting importing. So this shouldn't take more than maybe a minute or two, you know, maybe a couple of minutes, depending on how fast your internet connection is. All right, so as you can see, the import was successful. So everything is done. So let's have a quick look at our website. So if we go back to the front end, this is what it looks like at the moment. So let's refresh. And there you go, guys. As you can see, that looks absolutely fantastic already. So the content has been imported in just over a minute, let's say 60 seconds altogether, you know. But again, like I said, it will depend on how fast your internet connection is. And as you can see, that looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? So if you go back to the top here, you may notice there's a few pictures missing, but we can always fix that, you know, it's no big deal anyways. Okay, so now let me show you how you can make this on your own and customize everything. Okay, so we go back to our backend here, so we can close this. And the first step is to add our recipes. You can see we have a tab here called recipes, so click on this. So we can dismiss this message as well. Very good. So as you can see, this is where all our recipes are recorded. So these are obviously all demo content, but we will soon upload our own recipe ourselves. Okay, so by the side here, as you can see, you have different sections. We have courses, cuisines, cooking method, and so on. So first, we need to fill out all these details here before we can upload our recipes. Okay, as you can see, this is the title, and then you have the courses, type of cuisines, cooking method, recipe keys, badges, and so on and so on. So obviously, before we can upload a new recipe, we have to fill out all these different sections. So first one here is the courses. So let's click on this, and as you can see at the moment, we have appetizers, beverage, breakfast, dessert, dinner, and lunch. So again, this is really up to you. You know, you can fill out this, add whatever you want. So let's say if we were to create a new one here. So at the moment we have quite a few. So what can we create here together? Maybe, so let's say brunch maybe, because I think that's the only one that's missing. So let's type brunch here. And then the slug should be the same normally, but just all in lower cases, okay? So here you have the parent course. So this is basically a main category and then subcategory, but in our case, I don't think it applies here, okay? You can also add a description, as you can see, of this one here. So I'm just going to copy and paste one here just to make it easy on us, okay? So obviously you would put the exact description here. You can also select a specific color. All you have to do is click on this and then maybe select your own palette here. Maybe. So if you were to look at lunch here, I'm going to open this in a new tab. As you can see, they added an image and a specific color for each one of them. And you also have the taxonomy SVG icon. So let's do that together, okay? So I'm going to add an image here for this, for brunch. So let's click on this and then select our file. So I found one online. So this one here, so open. and then insert image. So that's done now. And then we can select our icon as well. So all you have to do is click on this. And as you can see here, all these different icons. So all you have to do is select one of them, obviously, you know. So I don't know for brunch, which one could it be now? Let's say maybe this one here. Okay, let's select this for brunch. And that's basically it. Now we can add our new course. And there you go. As you can see, it's been added here on top. So now we have brunch, we have lunch, and we have breakfast. So these are basically our main different courses, okay? So that's one done. So next we have the different types of cuisines. So we click on this. So right here, as you can see, we have Asian, Chinese, Indian, Italian, Mexican, Thai. So let's add another one, maybe French cuisine, okay? So French here, and for the slug is the same, all in lowercase, same principle. So we have our description here. So I'm just gonna copy and paste something that I found here by the side, okay? Just to make it easy. So we can select our color. So let's go maybe for something like maybe a brownish color like this, okay? We can add our image. So I found one online, I uploaded it already. As you can see, Boeuf Bourguignon. So insert, and then we're gonna select our SVG. So maybe something related to beef, or maybe this one with casserole. Perfect. And then add new cuisine. And as you can see now, it's been added. And again, you would do so with as many different types of cuisines you would like to introduce on your website, obviously, you know. So this is basically how this works. Now, if there's something you want to delete, let's say you don't have Asian or Chinese or whatever, you know, you can always hover on top and delete, and that's basically it. So next we have the cooking methods. And again, right here, we have a few different pre-made demo content. So as you can see, you have simmering, sauteing, roasting, grilling, broiling, and baking. So what can we add to this? Maybe barbecuing, okay? So barbecue, just gonna put like this, okay? And then BBQ here. Very good. And then we're gonna enter our description here. So barbecue is a cooking method, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then we're gonna select our color. So for me, barbecue is hot, so one must be red, okay? And then we select our image. So I found one online, this one here, okay? So insert image. And finally, our SVG icon. So barbecue is usually meat. So let's select maybe the beef, or this one here, maybe, okay? And then add new cooking method. And there you go. So again, you're gonna add as many as you want, or you can remove some as well. This is really up to you, you know. As you can see, there's quite a few here. So there might be other methods that I'm not aware of. I think they're all here, but maybe you want to add some or remove some. Again, if you want to delete one, hover on top and click delete. That's basically it, okay? So next we have our tags. So what are tags? Well, tags are like little keywords that you can add to define the type of cuisine or course or the type of recipe that you're building. So this could be maybe something like very hot, or maybe spicy, or maybe the type of meat that you're going to use, maybe sirloin steak or strip loin steak or something like this, you know. So you can add as many as you want. So I'm going to add here maybe spicy, okay, and then really spicy or something like this, you know. So these are basically little keywords that will help your visitors define the type of cuisine and what to expect as well. So these can be added from here or immediately directly from the recipes when you upload that. So don't worry about these too much. You can always fine-tune this once you upload your recipes. So next we have the recipe keys. Okay, so here as you can see, we have dairy, corn-free, dairy-free, maybe vegan. What do we have? Gluten-free, high protein, low carb. So these are things that people would be interested in, especially, I mean, these days you might have allergies or something like this, you know, or keto diet or something like this. So these are very important factors, obviously. So this is where you would create them. And again, it's the same principle, you know. So I don't see vegan here, so maybe you could do that ourselves. So let's add vegan together, okay? So vegan, and again, vegan here all in lower cases. You can put a description, although there's none here, so that's maybe not necessary. You can add a color. So vegan for me is probably around green, no? So let's go maybe a shade of green like this. As always, you're going to add an image. So I found one online. So select file. So where is this one? No, it's not that one. Where is it now? Here. There you go. Open. Very good. So let's insert the image. And we can select our icon as well. So I would go maybe with something related to maybe vegetables or something if we have. Let's see, maybe this one here. I think this would be suitable. Very good. So let's add the new recipe key. Very good. So where is it now? It's maybe on page 2. Let's have a quick look. There it is, vegan. So we've added that now. Okay. So that's really, really nice now. So that's basically it. And then we have the recipe badges. So let's click on this. So right here, as you can see, this is basically some sort of badges that will display like a label on top of your recipes to give your visitors an indication of the type of food it is. So as you can see, you have tasty, healthy, delicious, Again, you can use these features differently. You can have spicy here, super hot, for instance, that we use in the tags. You can use them here in the badges as well. So if it's a Thai food, you might expect it to be very spicy, or maybe Chinese food as well, okay? So here you could have very spicy or something like this, okay? And then the slug here, very hyphen and then spicy. You could have a description. So I'm just going to copy and paste this one for now, okay? Just an example. So we're going to select the color. So this should be really hot. So I'm going to go for a very bright, vibrant red. So I can add the image. So upload file, select file. I found one online. There you go. This is definitely very spicy. Insert image, and then the SVG again. So we can find something maybe related to this. Let me see, what could we have? Here, a chili, very good, okay? And then add new recipe badge, very good. So as you can see now, that's been added here. So you can do so with as many as you want. So it could be just spicy, very spicy, or super hot, or something like this, you know? And as you can see here, all the different ones. Again, if you don't need them, just delete them and create them afresh. So that's basically it, okay? And then we have Dietaries here. So let's click on this. So Dietaries basically is very similar to the recipe key. So let me reopen this in a new tab. As you can see, you have dairy-free, corn-free, gluten-free, keto, and then we created vegan ourselves, remember? So this is basically about the same principle here, except that if it is specific dietary requirements, you could create them here. As you can see, there's none at the moment, but if this is a case scenario you need to use it, you can break this down in different categories again and specify the new dietary requirements for your visitors. Again, you can create this from here. So what could it be as an example? Maybe halal, you know, kosher, maybe lactose intolerance, or maybe people with specific food allergies as well, you know. You could use this as well. And again, it's very similar to the recipe keys, but it's really up to you. If you want to break this down into specific dietary requirements, like I said, you can use this section here, okay? So now we can go to all our recipes. So we go to recipes again. So right here underneath, as you can see, these are all our demo content. So you can delete them once you're finished, obviously, you know. But now I'm going to show you how you can create your own. So all you have to do is click Add New. And right here, as you can see, this is a draft. So I've created one already very quickly with some content already to save us a little bit of time. You know, we're not going to go through all the steps, but I'm going to show you all the essential steps. And don't worry, it's super easy to follow along. So all we have to do, basically click Add New, and it will look something like this, okay? So this is basically it. So then right here on top, you'll have your title. So just type your title, and then underneath you have the description. So just type the description like you would normally with the word processing, whatever it is, you know. And as you can see, if you hover on top, you can change the heading size, put that in bold, italic, you have bullet points, numbered bullet points, block quotes. You can align this maybe center, maybe align to the left, align to the right, and so on. So that's just exactly like a word processing environment, basically, okay? So if you scroll down the page, you will see that we have all these different sections here, and this is where the magic really happens, you know. Now by the side, you have this section here as well that's called block. Now you can go to recipe, and this is where we have all the section and subsection. As you can see, you have courses, cuisines, you have cooking method, and now we can select this and assign that to different categories, our tags, our recipe keys, and so on and so on. Okay, so this is basically how this works. And all we have to do now is basically fill out all these details, and it will look absolutely fantastic in the front end. Very good. So here we have the recipe info. So back to the top again, this is our main title, like we said, you know, so just type the main title. So this one is the best instant pot French toast recipe, and it's vegan and gluten-free. So this goes straight into the title because these are important information, obviously, you know. So you scroll down the page, we have the subtitle first. So again, a subtitle is just added value to make it even more enticing, you know. And then we have the recipe description. So this is a quick, short description to let your visitors know exactly what to expect if they follow that recipe. We have our keywords here, as you can see, homemade, vegan, and gluten-free. Now, bear in mind, we also have them here by the side, you know. So these are called tags, remember? So tags and keywords are very similar, you know. They serve the same purpose anyways. And then we have the level of difficulty. Is it for beginners? Is it for intermediate level? Or maybe advanced? So here in this case, let's say it's for beginners. And then right here, it's all about timing, basically, you know, preparation time, the cooking time, the rest time. So basically start to finish, how long is it going to take us? So let's say preparation to prepare the ingredients, maybe 10-15 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes to prepare the ingredients, okay? Cooking time, let's say 25 maybe altogether, and rest time maybe 5 minutes. So there you go. So now you can expect to cook this in maybe 40 minutes altogether. Now let's say if this is a recipe for baking in the oven, or maybe cooking in the oven, or maybe barbecuing or something like this, you might want to put the temperature here, okay? So maybe let's say at 180 degrees, and then you can select Celsius or Fahrenheit depending where you are located, obviously, you know. So then after this, as you can see, the total is automatically added. It's 40 minutes in total. And then you can also indicate how many calories this meal is. So let's maybe 240 calories. And what's the best season? Is it more suited for winter, for summer, for the fall, maybe spring, or maybe throughout the year? So let's say in this case, it's most likely throughout the year, okay? And the estimated cost. So here maybe altogether it's going to cost $20 to cook, or maybe $12.50 or something like this. You know, whatever you think it is, the main ingredients to cook this. And then after this, click Save Changes, okay? As you can see, recipe saved successfully. After this, we're going to add our ingredients. So click on ingredients here by the side. So now we know that we have about $12.50 or $20 worth of ingredients. That's for how many servings? So let's say maybe 8 or maybe 8 people altogether. So the ingredient title, I suppose it should be ingredients, and then you're going to add your ingredients here underneath. So all you have to do basically when it's blank is to keep adding. So if you scroll down, as you can see, you have this button here, add ingredient, and that's all you have to do, okay? Click on this, and if you want to delete one, click on the small bin icon here, confirm, and we'll delete the line. So as you can see here, you can add different types of units. So as you can see, you have in grams, in kilograms, milligrams, ounces, fluid ounces, cups, teaspoons, tablespoons. Basically, all the measurements that you can think of are right here, okay? So here we're going to select cup. So this is 4 cups of fresh bread. And then a note here, we're cut into bit-sized pieces, okay? And then 3, and then eggs. So there's no units here, it's just eggs, 3 eggs, okay? And then 3/4 cup of milk. And then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We have 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and so on and so on. And maybe 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. That's basically it, okay? So if you wanted to add something, let's say maybe a little bit of salt, let's imagine we need to add salt. So let's add 1, and this is going to be a pinch of salt, okay? So a pinch of salt here, there you go, of salt. And that's basically it. That's us done for this, okay? These are all the ingredients. So save changes. So now we have the instructions, obviously. It's important for me to mention this. You don't have to save it here only. You also have to save it as a draft here on top, okay? Because this is technically a blog post that's used for a recipe. And if you wanted to see what it looks like in the front end as you add all the ingredients and all that, you can click on this icon here and then preview in a new tab. And this is what it actually looks like in the front end. So if you scroll down, as you can see, you have a main image here, and then scroll down, as you can see, insert professional's recipe. And then as you can see, a difficulty beginners, 10 minutes, 25 minutes cooking time, so 40 minutes in total. As you can see, 180 degrees, so on and so on. So these are all the elements that we added already. And these are our ingredients. As you can see, we added a pinch of salt here. And basically your visitors, if they use this, maybe using a tablet or something in the kitchen, they could actually tick those as they go along, and that's actually very handy, isn't it? And while we're here, if you scroll down, as you can see, you have the instructions here. So this is the section we are working on at the moment. So as you can see, it goes from point 1 to point 9, and you also have these quoted passages here. So let me show you how you can create this yourself, okay? So if you go to the back end, that's basically what it looks like. So you have the instruction title, the instruction itself, and then a note. So this is the first one. As you can see, cut the loaf into bite-sized pieces. And here it says, cut the loaf into bite-sized pieces. And here, use your parchment paper. And if you look here, that's the note basically, okay? So basically, this is a note, and this is the main content. And you can also add a title if you want to introduce a title, okay? So I'm just going to put here sample title, okay? Save changes. And then let's go and preview our draft again. So let's refresh. Very good. As you can see, now we have our sample title. So that's really up to you if you want to make use of that feature or not. It's maybe not necessary, or maybe you like this, in which case feel free to use it, obviously, okay? and then scroll down here, go back here, sorry, and then if you scroll down, as you can see, you can also add a video. You can attach a video directly to this. If you want to show your visitors immediately how to do it manually yourself using your video, you can add and link it here. So all you have to do is click on this, and then as you can see, it can be a YouTube or Vimeo video. So I found one online here. No, I went on YouTube and looked for something, so I found one there. Okay, so you just can add it. So let's save those changes again, and let's go back to the front end and let's refresh and see what it looks like. There you go. As you can see, cut the loaf into bite-sized pieces, and then we have your note, and right here you can have a video underneath. So look how easy it is and how beautiful it looks, and super user-friendly as well. Okay, so let's go back to our backend again, and as you can see here as well, you can add an image. So if you wanted to, you can add a nice image as well. So let's add an image together. So let me select one here from the library. Let's say this one as an example. Okay, so add image, save changes again. Let's go back to the front end. As you can see, you have title, description, the note, a video. So let's refresh. And now we have the image. So we have title, description, image, note, and video. So this is basically all the different features you can make use of. Okay, so I think we've covered this section pretty well. So let's go back here, and next you can add the equipment that's required as well, you know. So here you could have the title as well. So let's add this together. So let's say maybe this is called equipment, and then we can add the type of equipment. So maybe you need a meat mixer or something like this. Okay, so now if you want to add equipment, you cannot do it from here. If you click on this, as you can see, it's showing a message, no equipment selected. So you have to do this beforehand. Okay, if you want to use this section, basically we need to go back to our WordPress dashboard, and we have delicious recipes here, and as you can see, you have equipment, and this is where you can add it. Okay, so let's add a new one together. So let's call this one a meat mixer as an example. Okay, and this can be linked directly to an external supplier. Maybe if you want to earn affiliate commissions or something like this, you know, maybe an Amazon link or something like that. Okay, so here you put the description. So there you go, perhaps something like this. So I got this from Amazon here basically. Okay, so I found one here. I see meat mixer, stainless steel. So this could be maybe the link to your Amazon affiliate link or something like this, you know, and all you have to do is basically select the URL and then add it here basically, as you can see, buy now, and the button link. So this is basically your affiliate link, and then save changes and then publish. Okay, publish. And now we can go back to our WordPress dashboard, and now if you go back here, make sure to click save draft. Okay, and now we can refresh, okay, for this to take effect. And now if you scroll down, we go back to equipment. So right here we select our equipment and then add equipment. So there it is, been added. So save changes. And now let's have a look in the front end. So for this, we click on this here, preview. There you go. So let's scroll down our page. It should be at the bottom normally. And there it is. You can see you have equipment here just underneath our recipe. Meat mixer, you can buy now, and you have an affiliate disclosure. So this post contains Amazon affiliate links, you know, which means that we earn a commission and so on. And if we click on the buy now button, it's going to bring us to our actual Amazon page. Okay, so this is how this works. Very good. So we don't have an image here. So let's go back to the equipment itself. So now to add the image, you have to click on this icon here, settings. As you can see, you have equipment and block. So I have the featured image, and now we can set our featured image. So click on this. So I've uploaded that already. Set featured image, update. Very good. And now let's go back to our homepage and refresh. And there you go. As you can see, now the image is right here. So if your visitors come here and they see all the different steps and they see the equipment required, and there you go. If they click on this and purchase it, you've earned some commissions as well. So that's pretty neat, to be honest, you know. So let's continue on with our recipe here. So after this, you have the gallery. So if you want to enable the image gallery, if this is the case, you can upload several pictures to show maybe what it looks like or the finished product, you know. Once they've cooked this this type of recipe, what will it look like? So it's nice actually to whet everyone's appetite, obviously, you know. And you can do so as well with the video gallery. So if maybe you have multiple videos you'd like to show, insert them right here. Okay, so that's basically it. And then we have nutrition as well. So that's quite important. You know, most people would pay attention to their diet and how much calories they intake. And if you have a look here, if you scroll down, that's basically this section here, nutrition facts. Okay, so as you can see, serving size for 5, servings for 8, sorry. And then you have the total calories per serving, so 740 kilocalories. And this is basically where you can display all these. And this is obviously very important. As you can see, daily value per base per 2000 calorie diet. So that's an average for a human being. You know, I think on average. So if you go here, all you have to do is basically fill out those fields, okay? So you put the calories here, calories from fat, saturated fat, cholesterol, sodium, and as you can see, it's quite comprehensive. You know, you have vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, biotin, phosphorus, magnesium, and so on and so on. So that's pretty self-explanatory, you know. And once you're done with this, well, click Save Changes as always, and then you can move on to the next one. So here we have notes. So that's basically our next section here. As you can see, the note is just underneath it, okay? And here you can basically provide any type of information that hasn't been provided yet. So as you can see, cook this recipe at low heat, maybe use fresh ingredients for better taste, or whatever you want to say, you know. And then we have the FAQs as well. So if you go to the front end, as you can see, there is none at the moment. I'm going to show you how you can create one. So add FAQ, okay? So here, basically, first you're going to add the title of your question. So whatever it is, you know, so question number 1, for instance, okay, whatever it is. And then you can provide the answer. So click on this, and now you can put the answer here. So type the answer here, okay? So that's one. So let's add another one. Again, we're going to type, oh no, sorry, question number 2. And then provide the answer. So let's scroll down, answer number 2, okay? Now save changes. And again, let's go back here and refresh. And there you go, as you can see, now we have our FAQ section here. So you can click on either of those. It will expand and show you the answer. So this is manually, or you can expand all. So if you use the toggle switch here, it will reveal all the question and answers, so your visitors can read everything all at once. So either way is fine as well. You know, as you can see, very, very comprehensive solution indeed. And then finally, the last step is to actually select all our different courses, the type of cuisine and so on, okay? So let's say this one here, the courses could be maybe breakfast, okay? And then we'll have cuisine, maybe French cuisine, and that's, you have European, no, that's it, okay, that's fine. Cooking method, so this is basically, let's see, what do we have here? If there's nothing, you can always add one as well, you know. So this is frying, this one, okay? So add a new cooking method, so frying pan, okay? And then add new cooking method, and there you go, it should be there now on top. There you go, frying pan. And then we can add our tags and also keywords. As you can see, there's a few pre-populated ones here. So let's say maybe this is high protein and perhaps as well gluten-free, okay? And then with recipe badges, as you can see, healthy, tasty, or delicious. So let's go with healthy. And dietary requirement, if you have any, you can add them here. And that's basically it. After this, click update. And that's us done, guys. So let's go back to the front end and refresh. And let's go back to the top. And there you have it. This looks absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it's all there. It looks really, really nice, doesn't it? And there you go, guys. As you can see, that looks absolutely great. So let's jump straight to the recipe and let's see what it looks like. So very good. So as you can see, the author, cooking method is frying pan. So we created all this together. Key recipe, as you can see, gluten-free and high protein. It's for beginners level and so on and so on. So as you can see, everything we've created together now is displaying here in the front end, including the video and also the FAQ. And as you can see, all the equipment with your affiliate links to Amazon. So all together, I'm going to say this is actually very nice, isn't it? So now let's go back to our homepage and let me show you how you can customize everything. So I'm going to show you how you can change the header here with the call to action button, how to link all your social media icons, how to add this menu section here, add your own logo, and also change the images and all of that, okay? So this is quite easily done. It's not going to take too long, so let me show you now. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard, and from here what I would highly recommend is to have actually 2 tabs opened at the same time. So as you can see, I'm at the dashboard here on tab 1 and tab 2, because we're going to have to go back and forth between those 2 elements while we create our homepage and work on it, okay? So first here, we're going to add our logo is the first step, obviously, you know? So for this, we go to appearance and customize. So like I said, you open this in one tab and leave the other one ready if you need more things done, okay? And now we are ready to work on our homepage. As you can see here, we have a preview of the content of our homepage. We can scroll up and down, and you will see you have all these different blue pencil icons. So these are basically all the sections that you can customize, okay? So if you click on this and all that, you'll be able to customize each section of your homepage. So here I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit So I'm going to zoom out, as you can see, so the page is displaying properly. So basically here we have on top, if I click on this, you can see this is called the notification bar. If I click on that, this is the notification bar as well. And this is our logo here. So normally on a website, this is the first thing you do. You change the logo because everything starts from there. Your colors and your layout as well, depending on how your logo looks like, obviously, you know. So let's change our logo. So for this, as I said, you click on the small pencil, click on change logo. And I've already found one online. So this one is called My Recipes. And as you can see, these are totally different colors to the one that's actually on the website at the moment. So we click select. So here, if your image is too long, you can crop as well, you know. So we're just going to skip cropping because it's already done. It's perfect the way it is. So skip cropping. And there you go. As you can see, now we have our own logo. And again, like I said, this gives you a totally different feel now. Our website looks totally different because, like I said, it all starts from your logo, okay? And then right here, we have the site title and the tagline as well. So this is important. As you can see here, we have the title recipe with Mr. Web. So when someone visits your website and they might go from one tab to the other, they know exactly where you are, okay? So if you scroll down, you have the site icon as well. So this is the small icon that will display here in the address bar as well. So let's upload one. So select site icon. And I'm just going to select this one here as an example, okay? So select. Very good. And as you can see now, we have the small icon displaying next to our web address. So now we can click publish to save this. We go back to the front end and refresh. And as you can see, now we have our logo here and also the small fav icon here as well displaying in the address bar. So what we need to do now obviously is to match those colors from our logo. So we need to change the background color here and this one as well. You know, this is the green from the previous logo. So now we need to change this to our own colors. So we go back here and now click on this arrow here to go back to the main menu. And as you can see, if you scroll down, you have also the colors here. So click on that. And you have the primary color and the secondary color. As you can see, at the moment is green, is that green, you know, so that doesn't fit our logo, obviously. So we need to select the main color and secondary color. So I have them saved here. So I'm just going to copy and paste. So the primary color, we could go maybe with the bright orange. And maybe the secondary color would be the dark or orange from our logo, a brown color like this, you know. There you go. So this is basically it. So publish. Very good. So that's done now. So as you can see here, the menu colors have changed as well, you know. So now we have our main primary color. We will still have the green here because each element here, we need to change this manually, basically, okay? So if you scroll down, as you can see now, this is our main two colors. As you can see, they match our logo. So this is throughout the whole website now. Our main color and secondary color have been reflected back here. So as you can see, if I hover on top, this is our main orange, which is our primary color, and even the those icons here at the bottom, okay? So that's basically it. So this is how you can change the color. So as you can see here on top, it's still green. So all you have to do is click on that, the small pencil. You go to design. Now we can change the background color here as well, okay? So let's do that. So we're going to add maybe our primary color. Let's try the primary first. That's not bad. Let's try the other one just to see what's the difference. I don't know now. Maybe primary color looks better here. I think this one, yeah. We keep that one. That's perfect. And then you can change the message as well. So looking for tasty and easy to make recipes. Grab my freebie here. So this is maybe if you have a PDF file or something, and then you can enroll them in your your email marketing and fetch their email address, obviously, you know. So you can change the message here. All you have to do is type this and then yes, I want this. And right here in the button link, you're going to put the link to your email marketing. Maybe what is it? It could be a MailChimp or something like this, you know. So you type the address right there and that's basically it. Now, if you want to open this in a new window altogether, which might be the case if you're redirecting to a third-party service, you might want to do that as well. And if you want to hide the bar altogether on mobile phones, which might be convenient as well, you can use this as well, okay? And there you go. As you can see, now this is matching our logo. So that looks very, very nice and very professional already. So next, let's take care of our two different menus here. So let me show you how you can customize these. So if you click on this, as you can see, you can select a menu, but you cannot change the items that are displayed here. So for this, we have to go back to our WordPress dashboard. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. So we go to Appearance, Menus. And right here on top, you can select any menu you want to change, okay? So you have the footer menu, primary menu, quick links, recipes, and so on. So the first one we're going to change is the primary menu, and then click Select. There you go. As you can see, this is all our different items. You have home, about, popular. So if you go back here, you will see of home, about, and then popular. And then this is broken down into different sections. You have the same for recipes and so on and so on. And that's basically what we have here, you know. And then suggest, and then blog, and then contact. Now you can delete any of those items and add any items that you want, obviously, you know. So I'm just going to show you how you can do so. So basically here you have the bulk select. So if you click on this, you can delete as many as you want, okay? So if you wanted to delete all of these all at once and then remove selected items, or you can delete them one by one. And all of this, you have to basically open this, expand, and then you can click remove, and that's basically it, okay? So this is how you can get rid of the items. And now if you wanted to add your own items or something like this, I'm going to show you how you can do so. As you can see by the side, you have all the pages here, you have all the posts, you have the custom links, you have categories, and also everything related to delicious recipes. Now if you want to add something else, you can go on top here, you have screen option, expand, and then you can have your courses, the different types of cuisines, maybe cooking methods, all your keywords, badges, and dietaries as well. Now, if you close this, as you can see, now you can add any of those straight into your menu section. So as you can see here, we have cuisines, we have the type of cooking methods and all that, you know. So you could add this actually to your menu section. So let me show you how you can do so. So first, we're going to create a custom link. So let's say we're going to go by different types of cuisines, okay? So just type here cuisines. Here you put a hashtag because that's not an actual link, it's just a title. So add menu, okay? So there you go. If you scroll down, as you can see, now we have cuisines. And now we're going to add the different types, okay? So you expand this, and then we're going to add Asian, Chinese, Thai, Mexican, Indian, Italian, and French. Add to menu. Scroll down, and as you can see, they're all here underneath our tab here, okay? And now you can reorganize them. So let's go with Asians, and as you can see, you can indent them. So basically, this is a main menu and that's sub-menu. And if you do so with all of them, just like this, now we have our main section, which is cuisines, and all the different types of cuisines underneath. And now you can grab this and even move this around. So maybe you want this on top here, okay? Right there. And now if you save this, we go back to the front end and let's refresh. There you go. As you can see, now I have the different types of cuisines as well right there, okay? So this is how you can do so. And you can do that obviously with any of those menu items here by the side. And now we have the other menu here, which is this one here on top, okay? So this one is called secondary menu, so select. And there you go. As you can see, cuisines, courses, cooking method, recipe key, and if you go here in the front end, this is exactly what we have, you know. And again, this is really up to you. You can add whatever you want from the side here and add it to your menu section. And as always, once you're done, don't forget to click save menu, and that's basically it, okay? So let's go back to editing our page. So the next section is this one here, our main slider. So just click on the pencil again. As you can see by the side, this is called the banner section. So you can design this differently. As you can see at the moment, it's a slider, but you can disable it all together or change this as a banner as a search feature. So if you click on this, as you can see now, this is a search feature, and you can add an image as well. So let's add a background image. So let's select perhaps this one here. Okay, and then skip cropping. Very good. So immediately when your visitors land on your homepage, they will see the background image and they can search for something specific. So again, this is really up to you, you know. So let's leave it the way it was, maybe as a slider. And now you can customize everything from here. So as you can see here, we have autoplay slider. So I'm going to disable this because it's quite annoying as we work on it. You know, you can always enable that, but just for us at the moment, it's just better just to see one at a time. So how many slides do you want to display? And here, just use the slider. You know, you can go up to 20 and from 1 to 20. So let's keep it maybe 6. That's absolutely fine. You want a loop slider. So basically it goes from 1 to 6 and then it goes back to number 1 again, you know. So you have the slider caption. So this is basically the content. You want to display full image. You have animation and so on. So feel free to play around. These are pretty self-explanatory features, obviously, you know. So that's okay. So let's move on to the next section. So right here, we have a slider with all the different types of cuisine. You see, we have Asian, we have breakfast, you have Chinese, and so on. But some of them don't have any images. So let's remedy to this first. So for this, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. We go to recipes, sorry. So from here, we go to courses. And as you can see, you have appetizers, beverage, breakfast, brunch, and so on. And if you go back here, it's food, recipes. And what do we have? Beverage. Oh, there you go, beverage here, okay? So if you click on this, And clearly we have no image here, so we can add an image now. So I'm just going to select this randomly here, okay, insert image, and then update. Very good. So if we go back to the front end and refresh, let's scroll down. And now we should have our beverage. So this is there, absolutely fine. So we can do so with any of those images. So I'll do that quickly now. Okay, so I've done that. As you can see, those are missing now is food and recipe. So we go back here. So these are the posts actually. Now if you go to post categories, as you can see food, recipes, and uncategorized. So normally we should delete this one. Okay, delete. Very good. I only keep those. And now we can add the image to those two. Okay, so food and then add image. I'm just again going to just select one of them. Okay, this one here, maybe insert and then update. Let's go back to the categories and do the same with recipes and then add image. And let's select another one, perhaps this one. Okay, insert, update, then back to our categories. And now we should have them all. Okay, so let's refresh our home page. And as you can see, they're still not displaying properly. So what we can do is basically get rid of them. Okay, so we go back to the backend here. So back to the main section again once more. Very good. So as you can see, you have the front page settings. Click on this. So the banner section is this one on top. Right underneath, we have the recipe category, which is actually what we have here. Okay, click on this. And as you can see, these are all the recipes and these are just the tags. And we can delete them basically. Okay, so click on this one, click on this one, click on this one. And now all we have is basically appetizers, Asian, baking, beverage, breakfast, Chinese, and broiling. And all these have images, and then you can add as many as you want, obviously, from this section here. So whichever you want, you know, you can feel free to add whatever it is. And as always, make sure you have the image. So maybe I'll add Indian here as well. Maybe let's try Italian. They all have images, okay. And maybe as well, let's add perhaps another one. Let's see, barbecue, okay. So that's basically how you can take care of this section here. So our next section here is the newsletter section, which is this one here. Okay, so if you expand this, again, this is basically a block widget. So where can you find this one is very easy. I'll show you. You have to go back to the back end again. Okay, right here. And this time we go to appearance and then widgets. You can close this one as well. And as you can see, you have all these different sections here. Okay. So the one that we're interested in is this one here that says newsletter section. So expand, and there it is. Now, if you click on it, it will reveal the content, as you can see right here. Okay, so you can give it a title if you wanted to, and so on and so on. So that's basically it. Okay, this is where you can change your settings here. And once you're done, click update, and that's basically it. Okay. So next we have this section here. So if you click on this one is the featured area. And obviously now you can customize this whichever way you want. As you can see, a featured, popular, latest, and custom. So let me zoom out again. As you can see, this will display properly. Now it's normally 4 columns. But as you can see, there's no image here. So you might want to replace that, okay? So how does this work? Well, this is our title here, recent reader's favorite. So you can change this to whatever you want and type whatever text here, okay? So here underneath, we have the 4 different sections. We have featured. Okay, there it is. And as you can see, if you scroll down, this is the 4 selections that it will display here. So this one, the cheesy, vegan, pizza beans, is not actually displaying properly. So you can simply select another one, maybe simple, perfect, vegan soup. Very good. So this one is fine. As you can see, that looks a lot better immediately. And then you can do the same with the other tabs, obviously, you know. So as you can see, a featured, we have popular, latest, and custom. So feel free to change this and add whatever recipes you want underneath it. And as you can see, you can also change the background color and the font size as well. Okay, so that's covered now. So let's go to the next section. So here we have all the recent recipes. So let's click on this. And again, this is a blog section. So this will fetch basically your blog article that you will create in the backend. So where are these? Well, again, if you go back here, we go to post, and that's basically it, okay? So this is all your blog posts that will be right here, and you can create as many as you want, obviously, you know. And here, this is where they will display. So basically here, it will fetch all the different recipes that you have in the backend. So if you go to all recipes, basically, it will fetch the information from here and display them in a block format. So that's pretty self-explanatory, you know, and it's the same here by the side. So if you click on this, as you can see, you have archives, you have categories. So this is working exactly as a blog. As you can see, this is basically our sidebar. So where can you edit this? Well, again, it's not directly from here. So that's why I always recommend you have 2 tabs opened at the same time. So we go back to our dashboard, we go to appearance, and again, this is widgets. And right here on top, as you can see, this one is called Delicious Recipe Sidebar, and that's the one basically, okay? And this is where you can change the content. So it's not bad the way it is, but if you open this, if you click on any of them, if I click on this, as you can see, this is a block, and this is called Feature Recipes. You can define how many recipes you want to show, and you can change the style as well. You have style 1 and style 2. You have the different categories. If you click on it, again, you will open up the block settings here, and then you can customize this as you see fit. As you can see at the moment, you have beverage, breakfast, dessert, but you can add as many as you want, obviously, you know. And you can do the same with all of them. As you can see, if I click on recipe keys, again, here we have the content of our blog, and then you can customize everything inside. So that's basically how you can customize your sidebar. So let's go back here, and that's pretty well covered as well. So let's move on to the next section. And this one is a short About Me section. So if you click on this, as you can see here, this is About Me, or About Us perhaps, if you wanted to, you know. And then you can give a bit of a background story about yourself or something like this. And super important, obviously, you want to have a lovely picture here of yourself, because this is a nice way for people to actually connect with you, you know, to build trust as well also. So here, basically type a bit of background story as why you started the blog post and all that, you know, and then again, this will build trust and authority as well. So basically all the settings are here by the side, and then we have our call to action button here. So if you click on this, as you can see, we have our social icons here. Those are activated or not. So here, as you can see, all the different social media icons. So let's say you don't have Pinterest, or maybe you have LinkedIn instead or something like that. You know, you can simply enable them and disable them just by clicking on the eye icon here, okay? So let's disable LinkedIn maybe. Let's keep just 6 of them. And then here is the link to your call to action button. So what do you want it to say? Know more about me or something like this, you know, or get in touch, maybe get in touch, you know. And you could redirect that maybe to your contact page or something like this, you know. And this is where you would type the URL here, the button link, okay? So that's basically how you can take care of this section. So now, how do you link all these social media platforms? Well, let me show you. So you go back on top here, okay? Go back to the main settings, main menu, sorry. And then scroll back up, and as you can see, you have social media. Open this, and right here, as you can see, you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, and so on. So all you have to do is basically put the URL of your landing page to your Facebook page, to your Instagram page, YouTube channel, and so on. And that's basically it, okay? So this is how you can link them all. Okay, so let's move on to our next section here. So this one is called Popular Italian Recipe. So this one you cannot edit immediately from here. So for that, we have to go back to our settings here, okay? So as you can see, you have the front page settings. And this category is called Recipe Index Section. So there it is. And as you can see, there's 2 of them. You know, you have this one here and also that one. So this is part of the same block, which is called Recipe Index Section. And here, as you can see, we've added popular Italian recipes here. And then underneath, we have favorite dinner recipes. And again, you can change this based on your own requirements, you know. So basically change the title here. You have the call to action button here, which is this one. And then you can select your section, what you want to display, obviously, you know. And you can do the same based on those 2 different types here, okay? So that's basically it. So it's very easy. And you can always add another one if you wanted to. You don't have to have only 2. If you wanted to create a new one, create a new one. Also, this is your new section, okay? So then fill out our message here. So maybe see more. And then how many do you want to display? So let's say maybe 12, okay, altogether. And now if you scroll down, you should have our new section here. As you can see, it's called new section. You have all the different recipes, and the button says see more, and that's see more, and they will bring us to the whole section if you wanted to. So that's basically how you can add sections here, okay? So let's move on to the next one. So this one is a search feature. So if you click on this, as you can see, we'll search section. As you can see, you know exactly it. So here you can change the title, not too sure what to cook, and find the perfect recipe. And then you can have all the different categories. Again, you can add them all one by one here. Very easy done. And then you have the call to action button. You define this right here, what you want it to do, okay? So this one is pretty self-explanatory. And you can change the design, obviously. You know, as you can see, you have the background color. Maybe you want to replace that with your, let's say maybe our main color, okay, the orange. so Control V, in which case you could change the text color maybe to white, you see. So you can feel free to play around, and then the link of the button here could be slightly different. Let's try maybe white as well again, and there you go. And this is fine as well, you know, this is not too bad. Very good, so let's move on to the next one, and this one is Explore the Best Recipe. So if you click on this, again, this is a category section, and you can add different sections here. As you can see, we have food, breakfast, broiling, dessert. So how can you change them? Well, again, right here at the bottom here, as you can see, you can select which section and which categories you want to display. So let me see. So what could we add? Maybe baking. Okay, let's add baking. There you go. As you can see now, breakfast, broiling, dessert, and baking. And then you can define how many you want to display. So maybe 4 here. And again, you can change the font size as well. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You know, we've covered that nicely. And you have different layouts as well. So feel free to play around, you know, and see what works for you, you know. And again, here we have another section. So let's click on this. So this one is called Call to Action section. So basically here, what do you want your visitors to do? What do you want to maybe encourage them to maybe buy a recipe book that you have? Maybe you want them to enroll in some sort of affiliate program, or maybe sell them something, or maybe just fetch the email address, you know. So feel free to use this section, obviously, to actually achieve that goal of yours, you know, maybe generating more money or more subscriptions or whatever it is, you know. And again, you can easily change the background image, change the text here, and this is the link for the call to action. What do you want them to do, you know? So maybe buy our recipe book right now, or something like this, you know, or enroll in our affiliate program, whatever it is, you know, and then put the link to the landing page. And then right here underneath, we have a few different logos, as you can see, maybe as seen on. So this is very nice if you've been featured maybe on some websites or something like this, you know, you might want to use this. So again, as you can see, this is a widget, so we cannot change this from here. So we go back to the WordPress dashboard, and we go to appearance and then widgets. And right here, the one we're interested in is featured on, so expand. And as you can see, you have all the different logos. Or if you want to replace them, all you have to do, click on them, then click replace, and then upload your own logo. You can add as many as you want, obviously, you know. And once you're done, we go back to our homepage. As you can see, this is where the display, okay? So underneath here, we have the Instagram feed. So this is really up to you. As you can see, I'm not really active on Instagram. I uploaded only 5 pictures here, thumbnails and all that. And they don't really look nice. So if you're not active on Instagram, you might want to disable this, in which case it's probably more professional. And if you are active on Instagram, well, I would highly recommend you keep it, you know. But as you can see here again, remember we installed the Blossom theme social feed, and we did connect to Instagram. So this is where we'll fetch all the articles basically, okay? And as you can see, number of pictures and how many photos per row you want to display. This is where you configure all of that. So in my case here, I'm not going to use it. So if you want to disable it, you go to plugins and find the plugin itself. So it's called Blossom theme social feed. So you can deactivate that. There you go. Dismiss this message. And then we can go back here, publish, and refresh our page. So let's go to the bottom now. And as you can see now, it's not there anymore. That looks a lot better, obviously, if you're not active on Instagram like I am. So if you scroll down the page, what's left is our footer section now. And again, to edit this, all you have to do is click on any of those blue pencils, and it will open up here by the side. So again, some of them are widgets. So to edit the widgets, we'll go back to the dashboard. And again, we go to appearance, widgets. Close this one. And as you can see, you have footer 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you expand, as you can see, this is your About Us section, so you can change maybe the logo. So for this, we're going to replace. We're going to open the media library. Let's select our actual logo and select. Very good. So that's way too big. So as you can see, you have those dots. You can reduce the size, basically, you know, and scale it down a little bit. So maybe that size. And feel free to type whatever you want here as a description. Short About Us section, obviously, you know. So let's move on to the next one. We have footer 2. So here, this is a menu section. So if you click on this, as you can see, secondary menu. Now, if you wanted to change the content of your menu section, add different tabs. Again, click update. And this time we go to menus. And then here, select your menu. As you can see, this one is secondary menu, then select. And as you can see, there it is, you know, cuisine, courses, and so on. And like we've done before, you can basically add any of those items to your menu section. So let's go back to our widgets for a second or two. Very good. So then we have footer 3. Again, this is a menu. All you have to do is click on this, select the menu you want to display. And again, if you want to change the content, go to menus here, and then menu 4, which is also a menu. So basically that's all you have to do. Okay, so this is how you can customize your footer section. And then finally we have all these copyright fields and also the affiliate disclosure. So if you want to customize this, again, click on the small pencil here. You can type your own copyright text here, and right there, this is for the affiliate disclosure. If you want to display this, feel free to type it here. If you don't want to show it, you can always disable this, and there you go. Now it will be hidden altogether. And finally, let me show you how you can enable the submission mode. So for this, we go to delicious recipes and then settings. And this will allow your visitors basically to upload recipes directly onto your website. So as you can see, we have recipe submission. Click on this. And for this, all you have to do is use the toggle switch, so enable, disabled. And once it's enabled, well, this option will allow users to submit recipes from the recipe dashboard page. Okay, so where is this one? Well, we go back to our pages and let's scroll down. As you can see, we have it here, recipe dashboard. Okay, so let's right click on this and open in a new tab, see what it looks like. And there it is. So as you can see, you can type your title, upload an image, and then select the type of cooking method and so on and so on. Okay. But as you can see, it doesn't display properly because we have this sidebar here by the side. So we're going to get rid of this. Okay. So what we do basically is to edit the page. So click on this. And as you can see at the moment is the default sidebar. So you have right sidebar, left sidebar, and then full width. So what we're going to select here is full width centered. Okay. So click update. And let's go back to our page now and refresh. And as you can see, now our sidebar has disappeared, okay? Which is much better, obviously. And then all you have to do is basically enter all the details. You have title, upload the image, and then select which cooking method it is, maybe barbecuing, type of cuisine, which course is it. So this is maybe like a breakfast or something, and so on and so on. So basically they can select as many things as they want and upload that and submit that to your website for approval, obviously, So if you go back here, as you can see, they have their own profile. They can add their own favorites and also browse their recipes. So if they upload more than one recipe, they will all be listed here under the browse recipes section. So now perhaps you want to add this to the menu section here, okay? So maybe instead of blog or something, maybe you want to add this as well. So all you do is fetch the URL and then go back to our WordPress dashboard. We go to appearance and then menus. And then we can add this to our main menu, okay? So select here primary menu, select, and then let's create a custom link. And we're going to put the URL here, paste it, okay? And then upload a recipe, just like that, okay? Add to menu. And then we can move this around, maybe here, okay? And the blog, we can remove that perhaps, okay? Remove, and then save menu. There you go. So let's go back to the home page and refresh. And there you go. As you can see, now you have the upload a recipe tab. And if you click on it, your visitors will be able to submit a recipe directly to you on your website. So there you go, guys. This is how you can build a beautiful recipe website. Now, as always, I'll leave all the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.